topic today, that is charging by induction. And in that charging by induction, we are actually dealing with electrostatics. So when we are dealing with electrostatics, that means the charges cannot flow, but they can be transferred. So how these charges can get transferred, that is again one more scenario. Without being keeping a connection between the two bodies, how the charges can get transferred. So here is the concept which I will explain now. You see, we have taken one metallic body. That metallic body is completely neutral. Neutral means total charge on that body is 0. That doesn't mean that it does not possess charge. It possesses charge, but the number of positive charge and number of negative charges are exactly equal. And because of that, when they neutralize each other, and you know the additive nature of charge keeping that in practice, algebraic sum of positive and negative charges will be 0. Here we can see we have taken you might have experienced one experiment which has been conducted when you are in junior classes. After rubbing a comb on your dry hairs, that charge gets positive or negative charges, and when it is brought near the pieces of paper, the pieces of paper gets attracted to that comb. Even you see, the charges overcome the gravitational pull of attraction, and here electrostatic force of attraction dominates. Here, on the basis of that activity only, just as a preview, you can recall the things, and I will continue with charging by induction. Here, when we have taken a metallic body, that metallic body, it completely neutral, already I have told you. We will place it on an insulated stand. Again, why it is placed on insulated stand? Because if that body comes in contact with the earth, all the charges will get transferred to the earth. Earth is at 0 potential. We will bring a charged rod or charged body near the metallic sphere, and when this charged body is brought near the metallic sphere, suppose it is negatively charged, all the positive charges which were present in this uncharged body gets shifted towards the or pulled towards the charged body. In the figure you see, all positive charges are there induced on the left side, and all the negative charges have been induced to the right side. Now, but we want only one type of charge, no? What we will do? We will connect this metallic body to earth. As we connect the metallic body to earth, these negative charges which are repelled by the charged body, they are having no force or bounding with the metallic body, starts shifting to earth. Slowly and slowly all the charges will be shifted to earth, and all these charges negative which were present on the right side moves towards the earth, and on that metallic body the only positive charges are left bound to the rod. Next step, what we will do? We will remove this charged body also. Earth connection also. First we will remove earth connection, then we will remove the charged body. Now on this metallic sphere, only positive charges are left. Nowhere push and pull left, and these positive charges gets redistributed on the metallic sphere which is already on the insulated stand. Now you see how a completely uncharged body with Q equals to 0 has been charged with Q positive. This Q positive may be equal to plus minus of any. plus of any. Means total electrons which are lost. Total electrons which are lost from this metallic body has made it electropositive. You understood? Without make this rod was not in connection with the metallic sphere, but still it has induced a characteristic property on the uncharged sphere and made it charged. So the phenomena which is involved here, it is charging of a body by induction. Here you may be seeing a second part of the whiteboard where I have written charging of two metallic bodies, and these two metallic bodies are charged in such a way that one body becomes completely positive and another body becomes completely negative. What was the initial situation? Initial situation was that these two bodies were completely uncharged. Both were having Q equals to 0. Now, one is having Q equals to plus Ne, another is having Q equals to minus Ne. How this miracle has taken place? Now, these two metallic bodies, initially we will keep in contact with each other. Just you see, without a rod. But keep in mind, you have to place them on insulator. Otherwise, any type of charges which are produced there, they will directly shift to earth. So we have brought two metallic spheres. Both are insulated. For both of them, Q equals to 0, and they are placed in contact to each other on a metallic stand. Now, what we will do? We will again bring a charged rod. So this charged rod, again it is negative, but it should not touch the sphere. That should be the first priority you have to keep in mind. Now, as negative rod is brought near the metallic body, all the positive charges which were present on this sphere comes closer or pulled towards the left hand side. At the same time, all the negative charges which were present earlier were neutralized, shift towards the right hand side. These negative charges which are on the right hand side of the first metallic sphere will again bring a chain type of process. What is that chain type of process? You know, this also will pull all the positive charges of second body and repel the negative charges of the second metallic sphere towards the right hand side. You see, these two are in contact with each other. As they are in contact with each other, they will neutralize this part. Here now you see positive charges are on left side, which are already attracted or pulled due to the negative rod, and right side of the second metallic sphere we are having all the negative charges because they are repelled by the negative rod. The charges which were developed at the center are already neutralized. Finally, slowly we will make our second sphere apart. We will take our second sphere apart, but the rod from the first sphere should not be removed. And then in third step, we will remove this rod also. After removing the rod, first sphere will have excess of positive charge, second sphere will have excess of negative charges. In the third step, you see the charges are being redistributed, and our first sphere is now having positive Ne because it has lost the electrons. It became electropositive. The second sphere, which has gained the excess electron, will be having now minus Ne. So like that, two of our metallic spheres which were initially uncharged, which we are having charge Q equals to 0. Now first body becomes plus Ne, second body becomes minus Ne. So like that, we can charge two metallic bodies, and these two metallic bodies which are there, they develop opposite charges. This phenomena is called charging by induction. I hope the scenario this here now you see no wire connection is there. Nowhere the charges can flow, nowhere the charges can move. The main part which I have already dealt with, if you have checked my previous video, that these charges are being motivated to move, to be induced, to be produced by rubbing. We have done a work, and with that work, the energy was utilized to remove the electrons from the outer shell, but that much energy the electrons were not having that they can flow, because these electrons are of insulators generally, and because of the friction, the work done, charges got the energy. With this, the concept of charging by induction is over. Please do like, share and subscribe. Put your feedback and questions in comment box below. Goodbye.